These are the only four companies that I personally believe could bring me to the early retirement. Watch until the end of the video so that you can see what are the growth potential of these companies and why I only pick these four for my portfolio. So the first one is Nvidia. So I believe you already heard about this one, and this is actually an AI infrastructure king. So the main or core driver of Nvidia is actually it is a backbone of AI compute, and the GPU power powers everything from ChatGPT to self-driving cars. So the growth potential is that the AI data centers could be $1 trillion market by 2035. And also it has an AI PCs, robotics, healthcare, and digital twins omniverse. Also, Nvidia will be dominating the automotive platforms like the self-driving. So if Nvidia will continue to dominate for the next decade, and this will become or maintains a leadership in terms of the AI, then there will be an exponential growth, and its revenue and also the valuation could go at least 3 to 5 times over the decade. The second company is the Palantir with ticker symbol PLTR. This one is an AI data operating system. The core driver of this company is actually it builds the software that helps the governments and enterprises to integrate and analyze a massive data sets. So they have a proprietary platforms called Gotham, Foundry, and AIP, which is actually embedded deeply into the client operations. So the growth potential is for the government contracts. As we know, they have accumulated a lot of contracts like defense and intelligence department. Also, the enterprise AI adoption via Foundry and AIP. And recently also, we were informed that they have started for the global expansion, not only in the US. Not only for the government sectors, but the commercial customers are also coming to the Palantir. So, if the Palantir becomes the default AI operating system for organizations, then it could compound by at least 20 to 30% annually. So my third company is the Lucid Motors, ticker symbol LCID. As we know, this is a company that produces luxury EV, and they are known as a world-class luxury EV, which has a long range in terms of the driving range. So the core driver of Lucid is they are targeting for the premium EV for the market with high performance, long range vehicles. And the growth potential is a global EV adoption. As we know, EV has just recently being adopted by the drivers, especially leading by Tesla. But if the same story will happen in Lucid, with the same story as Tesla in terms of EV adoption, then it could expect to have at least more than 50% of new cars that will be sold by 2035. So scaling production, expansion into energy storage, and partnerships are the potential for this company. My fourth company is Plug Power with ticker symbol PLUG. As we all know, or maybe some of you already know, that this is one of the largest hydrogen buyer in the world. And the main core of this company is basically they are building hydrogen fuel cells and infrastructures for the energy. This is one of the early movers in terms of green hydrogen production and end-to-end ecosystem, so generation, storage, and fueling. So the growth potential is that the global push for decarbonization and clean hydrogen adoption. So if this will be a story that will happen then for the next decade, then Plug Power will really dominate the business. Additionally, government incentives will also help grow for this company. And if they will continue to strengthen the partnerships with Amazon, Walmart, SK Group, which is the Korea, and Renault from Europe, this will be the strongest fundamentals that will bring more revenue to the company in the next decade. So why I only pick these 4 companies for my long-term investments? So starting with Nvidia. Nvidia is part of the AI generation. AI for chips and hardware. And next is the Palantir. This is also part of the AI for the next generation, which is mainly for the software. Second is the Lucid Motors. This is because EV is the next generation for our vehicles. And the last one is Plug Power, is because clean energy will be the next generation in terms of our decarbonization goal for the next decade. So these 4, I believe, will become profitable, if not next year, maybe in 5 years or in a decade. We will see that this will become strong companies and will dominate the business and will bring more profit, and that will help me retire early. So I will keep covering these 4 companies in my YouTube channel. And of course, this is not a financial advice. Always do your own research. And at least for me, I'm sharing these 4 companies as my top long-term investments that I believe will help in my early retirement. And other than that, I'm also going to share with you some of my long-term or some of my short-term trading. What are the companies that I'm picking in my portfolio to help accumulate my investment portfolio. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If you are new to this channel, thank you for dropping by. Welcome to Investing with Jess, Retire Early, and I will talk to you to my next video. Thank you and God bless.